Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Bol. Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Haribol.
Hare Krishna Okay, give this last one your all. Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare
She wanted this event to happen in South Florida, and she tried very, very hard, knocked on every door, went to every venue, went to every sponsor possible to make sure this event will become a reality. So I want to introduce you to the sweet Radhika Dasi. Radhika Dasi graduated from UC Berkeley in International Development and has worked as a project director for several nonprofit services-based initiatives. She is a fundraiser and project manager from Samadhi Act Memorial Museum in Guru Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj in West Bengal. Now she does the same for Voice of Raja, an initiative to preserve the sacred arts of Vrindavan via videos and documentation and interviews that she does at great lengths with artists. She's also the fundraiser director for Bhakta Bandhava Gurukul, a school for children from low-income families in Vrindavan. Please welcome the sweet Radhika Dasi.
Thank you so much, Farida ji, for being our MC tonight, and to Dr. Pandya for all of your support. I'm so grateful to be here and so honored to be sharing this beautiful divine space with all of you. This has been a long time dream of mine to see the exquisite temple arts of India come into the temple of our hearts, because within our hearts, within every single living being, there is a temple where the presiding universal form, Lord Jagannath, is seated there as the supreme witnesser. And Odissi, what has now become Odissi, was traditionally known as, has its roots in the tradition of Gotipua dance and the Mahari dance form, which were young girls who used to dance in the Jagannath temple exclusively for the happiness of Lord Jagannath, and then later propagated through the Gotipuas, who were young boys that were missionaries that would share the pastimes outside of the temple. And from these traditions, the great archaeologists of culture and great pioneers of Odissi studied the Shastras, and they studied the ancient sculptures on the temple walls of the Jagannath Mandir, and they formulated a classical dance form known as Odissi that is now performed internationally. When I was in UC Berkeley, I graduated, as she said, in international development, and at the end of all my education, I thought, I'm leaving here empty, because they didn't tell me the most important thing, which is how to find love and happiness, which is what all of us are looking for. And so I thought, if this was the last day of my life, what would I do? I would sing and dance for the Lord. So I moved to Bhubaneswar. I was all alone. I didn't know where to go. And my guru, who I studied with in California, said, go to Rudrakshya Foundation, because there you will find the true beauty of Odissi represented through these incredible dancers. And the mission of the sacred Vedic arts movement, headed by our Srimati Shamarani Dasi here in Miami, is that through the vehicle of these sacred Vedic arts, in this body, in this embodiment, we have the opportunity to transcend matter. Through the visual art and the representation of the performing arts together. And this is what the vision was born from, that I could bring together the beautiful art, that we could bring together the beautiful visual art of Gita Govinda, along with the art manifested through the physical body of dance, to create an experience that is not for entertainment, because there's so much of that in the world, there's so much entertainment, but to create an experience that actually transforms you on a soul level. That is what the sacred Vedic arts of India are. They're transformational on a soul level. And so I invite you, in the scriptures of India, it's described that there's also a qualification of the audience. The audience is known as the Rasikas. So you all here today are the Rasikas. And the Rasikas are described as a Kalpavriksha tree, a tree that can fulfill all wishes. So what is being cultivated in the inner sanctum of the heart through witnessing these arts permeates out into the world, because what does this world need? It needs love and beauty, ananda. And that's what this dance form brings. It brings ananda, bliss. And so without further ado, I would like to very, very grateful and honored to introduce my guru, who's sitting very humbly there in the pink shirt, Guru Shri Bichitrananda Swain. Guru Shri Bichitrananda Swain has achieved worldwide recognition as an outstanding performer, a brilliant choreographer, and an exceptional teacher who has earned the distinction of generating remarkable talents year after year. Widely acclaimed as one of today's prominent choreographers of Odissi, he is known for his distinctive body of work that echoes his knowledge and understanding of dance as a medium of expression. His compositions are energetic, thought-provoking, and inspiring. He is acknowledged by critics, connoisseurs, and gurus and dancers for having unleashed a wave of renewed dynamism in the presentation of Odissi. Guru Swain has been for over 2 decades creating outstanding dancers through a holistic approach to dance that includes developing bodily discipline through yoga and pranayama, allowing creativity through theoretical and practical training, and enhancing sensitivity through the appreciation of aesthetics. His dance institution, Rudrakshya Foundation, has emerged as one of the most successful training centers for aspiring dancers from India and abroad. Some of his students who lack the financial means to pursue dance as a profession are provided with free education, food, and lodging for as long as they wish to be in his Gurukul-like style. Guru Shri Vichitrananda Swain and his students have performed in major cities of the United States of America, the United Kingdom, Canada, China, Brazil, Sri Lanka, Malaysia, South Korea, South Africa, and he has conducted various workshops in most of these countries apart from India. The dancers of Rudrakshya Foundation are not only the most beautiful dancers I have ever seen in my life, but seriously, the most beautiful humans I've ever seen in my life. They are humble. They have no pride in their dance, you'll see. This is really beautiful. They're dedicated. They dance 15 hours a day in front of Lord Jagannath. And it's just such an honor that tonight we can bring together Srimati Shamarani Dasi and Guru Shri Vichitrananda Swain. We'll see the visual representation of the art through the dance. So without further ado, I would like to invite my great Guru Shri Vichitrananda Swain to please come and inaugurate this wonderful festival through the lighting of the lamps. Thank you so much. Radhe Radhe, Hare Krishna. Kadachit kalindi tata vipina sangita taravo mudabiri nari vadana kamala swada madhupa Rama Shambho Brahma Morapati Ganesha Chitapado Jagannatha Swami Nayana Patagami Bhavatu me Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Shiradhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Bhaja Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare.
I is going to tell you a little bit about the first dance, and then we will begin. Thank you.
Dashavatar, Vishnu is the preserver of the universe. In order to restore the cosmic order, he descended on earth in 10 different forms, or Dasavatar. In each of his lifetimes, he eradicated evil and revived dharma. The Dasavatar of Vishnu in different yugas are Matsya, the fish incarnation in Satya Yuga, Kurma, the tortoise incarnation, Satya Yuga, Varaha, the boar incarnation, Satya Yuga, Narasimha, the half-human, half-lion in Satya Yuga, Vaman, the dwarf Brahmin in Treta Yuga, Parshuram, the warrior in Treta Yuga, Ram, the prince in Treta Yuga, Krishna, the cowherd boy in Dwarpa Yuga, Buddha, the enlightened one in Dwarpa Yuga, and Kalki, the horse rider, is yet to appear. Dancers are Bichitra Behera, Santosh Ram, Samir Kumar Panigrahi, and Surendra Pradhan. Please welcome the dancers.
Taal Tarang. Taal Tarang is a pure dance piece which is a beautiful blend of different percussion instruments, mardala, mridanga and khanjani or cymbal. This piece involves an innovative choreography that uses different percussion instruments to give a new dimension to Odissi music. Taal Taranga, meaning rhythmic waves, is choreographed maintaining or following all the techniques, grammar, movements, emotions, beauty and grace of Odissi dance. Though it is based on one particular tala, it has been composed with different chanda or rhythmic patterns and laya or speed. Taal Taranga, brought to you by Rudrakshya Foundation.
thinna, tatra thinna thinna thinni taka thinna thinna do thinna ta thinna ta 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 thinna ta thinni thinni ta thinna tatra thinna thinna thinni taka thinna thinna do thinna ta thinna ta. Thank you.
so much to Sacred Vedic Art Center, Syama Rani Devi, Radhika Didi, and all Ashrambasi to giving us this beautiful opportunity to show our dance in front of you all. Thank you. Jai Jagannath. Our second presentation is Dhira Samire, is an Ashtapadi. From 12th century, poet Jayadeva's epic poem Gita Govinda, which is described between love between Radha and Krishna through various verses, different verses. In this verse, the verses are Dhira Samire Yamuna Tire Vasati Bane Banamali Pina Payodhara Parisara Mardana Chanchalakara Yugasali Rati Sukhasare Gatam Abhisare Madana Manohara Vesham Nakuru Nitambini Gamana Bilambana Manusaratvam Hridayesham. In this verse, Sakhi urges Radha to go to the bank of river Yamuna, where your love Krishna is waiting for you. Sakhi tells her, "Oh beautiful, charming Radhike, let's go to the bank of river Yamuna, where your heart-loved Krishna is waiting for you. He is very sad. He is plays the flute that only sounds Radha, Radha, Radha. He is so sad. Even the slightest sound, it's make him think that you are coming. It is your soft footsteps. He eagerly waiting for you, hey Radhike. Before you going, remove all ankle bells, anklets. That tinkling, little too loud. These are very talkative. Remove this. This is enemy of your love. And be sure, before you going, wear a sari that matches to the darkness of the night. Let's see, someone sees you. Oh Radhike, please go and meet to your heart, Lord Krishna. He is waiting for you. This beautiful choreography by my Guru, Sri Vichitrananda Swami. Music by Pandit Raghunath Panigrahi and rhythm by Guru Dhaneshwar Mishra. Dhaneshwar Swami. Dhira Samire. Thank you so much.
सारे खत्म अभी सारे रति सुख सारे रति सुख सारे रति सुख सारे खत्म अभी सारे तिमिर पूजौ शीलाय नीलनि चोलौ शीलाय नीलनि चोलौ शीलाय नीलनि चोलौ जलसखि कूजौ 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 जलसखि कूजौ
That is Perfume by Radha Krishna of the Yamuna. And to see him perform the way he did, it's incredible what devotion can make the human body do. So I hope all of you enjoyed that performance by Santosh Ram. I know everyone's getting hungry. We are almost there. We're journeying together tonight. Haribol! So I would like to introduce someone who's near and dear to Gaudiya Vedanta Trust. He's traveled from India to be here with us tonight. I would like to introduce you to Sri Ramachandra Prabhu. He was born in Rajkamal, Julka, India. He was raised in Mathura. He has a master's degree in physics, and he's now one of the senior disciples of Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj. Since 1998, he has been lecturing on Vaishnava philosophy in the United States, in the United Kingdom, and in Canada. He is the founder and the current vice president of the International Gaudiya Vedanta Trust. Please welcome Sri Ramachandra Prabhu.
अज्ञानतिम्रन्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमो विष्णुपदाय राधिकाय प्रियात्मने श्रीमद्भक्तिवेदान्त नारायण गोस्वामी इति नामने श्रीकृष्णलीलाकथने सुदक्षं उदारे मधुरे गुणैश्च युक्तं वरं वरेण्यं पुरुषं महान्तं नारायणं त्वां शिरसा नमामि। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवसति गौर भक्त वृंद। सब बोलो हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Once more. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Loudly. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Sometimes I feel that how much we are indebted to our Guru Varg, Guru Parampara, that they have let us go so near to the Supreme Divinity. It is their mercy only that we are coming closer, and probably one day closest. Sometimes one may be very much surprised that what is this happening? Dance, singing, in the name of worshipping. So many things, varieties of things. Why dance? What is in dance? Why song? What is in song? But we've been told by our Guru Varg, Guru Parampara, scriptures. In a small time, I want to tell you something more. This is called put an ocean in your glass. Do you know how? There is a spiritual abode. It is known as Golok Vrindavan. It is beyond this universe. The Supreme Personality, Krishna himself, lives there. Our scriptures reveal it. Krishna himself in Srimad Bhagavad Gita says, Na tad bhasate suryo na shashanka na pavaka yat gatva na nivartante tad dham paramam mama. There is an abode where Krishna lives himself. The Supreme Personality lives himself with his associate. That place is not required to be illuminated by sun, by moon, or by any other means. It is self-illuminated. And once we go there, then there is no any possibility to come in this painful world again. So that is the world where Krishna lives with Radharani, with gopis, with his associates, his friends. Do you think how will it be? How beautiful it will be? This is what we are being introduced. How can we know it? We can know it only by his mercy. If he wants, then we can know it. If he does not want, we cannot know it. He is very merciful. He wants that we should know it. And for that reason, he descends himself from that abode where he is already engaged in pleasureful activities, but he descends on this earth. To those people who are qualified to come near to him, to that place which is most qualified, and it is known as Bharatvarsha. And in that Bharatvarsha, he descends in Mathura Vrindavan. He descends at Ayodhya. He descends at Mayapur. He is there in Dwarka and so many places. Just to expose himself, his transcendentalhood, to the materially conditioned souls who are not able to touch him, to know him, and to follow him. But he is merciful. He is distributing himself to us. Now it is up to us, how can we get him? How much we can get him? That abode has a very uniqueness, peculiarity. What is that? The speech is their song. The walk is their dance. It is special. So what we do here, dance, is the walk of Krishna, gopis and his friends. That walk is coming here as a dance that you have seen. He talks. He does not talk. He sings. Their talking is singing. Krishna goes for his cowherd grazing, and he takes so much friends with him. Many times gopis are also seeing him from the different places while he is going. He's having a danda, baton in his hand. He rotates it, and then he throws it, and then he goes and catch it. See, that's dance. This is dance. How does he throw? That it goes near to Radharani, and he catches in front of Radharani. And he shows, here I am, for you, with you. All those things, they are exposed to us by Krishna himself. In what way? When he performs his pastimes 5,000 years before, it was exposed. Then it was written. When it was written, it becomes Shastra, scripture. And there are so many other things. When he speaks, that is the song. Now, I want to tell one thing. You have to understand it. That when we come here, what are we doing? What are we doing? We are trying to transform ourselves. We are going to transform ourselves from this material world to that spiritual world by the mercy of Lord. That mercy of Lord comes to us from our scriptures, number one. Number two, it comes from our spiritual personalities. And these spiritual personalities, when they speak, that becomes their discourses, and we shravan them. What Krishna sings, that becomes the scriptures, and that becomes Harinam Sankirtan. That is Sankirtan. And we cannot understand Sankirtan unless it is being told by our personalities, high class of personalities. Frankly speaking, those songs which we are singing here, they are the song, which are the song of Krishna. And now we should see, Krishna is very beautiful. Radharani is very beautiful. And their abode is very beautiful. That beautiful abode is so beautiful that our Shyamrani Didi is translating it into art. Art on canvas, art on paper. And that way, this art, everything of Krishna is art. He is Sola Kala Sampurn. He has 6 art. And what are these 6 art? Out of 16 arts, Sola Kala Sampurn. And what are those 16 kalas? We have to understand that the dance is this, art is this, and we are going to give this art of Krishna to all of you by the introduction of our as sacred, V Vedic, A art of dance, art of song, art of kirtan, art of food, art of paintings. All these things do not belong to this universe. This belongs to spiritual universe. We come to it, we get infected by it because it is not of this world. We come to it, we get affected by it. We come to it, we get transformed by it. And this is our endeavor. This is the endeavor of our Gurudev. This is the endeavor of our Guru Parampara. And which this endeavor, our Shyamrani Didi is also taking. She wants it to be given to whole universe. And this universe will be seated in Miami. And in Miami, it will flourish like a big museum. And people can come like anything. Now it all depends. It will take place. It is superior desire. It is spiritual desire. It is desire of the higher personality. How much you can touch it, how much you can support it, how much you can participate in it. And now it is your desire. So I won't take much of the time. We are already late. Now there is one program, one dance more, and further that another alt, that is Prasad, is also waiting for you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Sri Ramachandra Prabhu, for gracing us with your presence and for extolling upon us today the importance of our purpose and why we are here, and what purpose Sacred Vedic Arts is going to serve all of us when this beautiful ashram facility center is built in the near future. So we are upon that time where we are going to experience the last performance of the night. It's called Chakravyuha, and the dancers are getting ready to come out and perform for you. But again, I wanted to just give you one more plea. If you have filled out your envelopes, we have volunteers in the audience. They can raise their hand, or you can raise your hand. Haridashji is over here. If you have filled out any additional donations that you would like to contribute tonight, they'll be happy to help you with that. And again, we have the paintings in the back that Samirani Dasi has, put her heart and soul into, and is allowing you to bid. The lowest bid on the gigle are $300, and the beginning bid on the frame ones are $500. But to take a piece of her artwork home with you today, and to meet her, and to be blessed by her, is more than you can ever ask for in coming to this event tonight. So we'd like to have you, the devotees are here. They'll raise their hand if you need any help with that. And just for $1,080, I just became a lifetime member of Sacred Vedic Arts. And that is something that $1,080 cannot buy. To know that for the rest of my life here in South Florida, I can go to that center, I can be in the presence of other devotees who share the same passion and the same love and the same devotion for our beautiful way of life. It's more meaningful than anything. So I urge all of you, please become life members if you can, or monthly members if you can, or in any way support SVA. And without further ado, we have come to the concluding performance of the night, and they'll be out soon.
On the 11th day into the battle of Mahabharata, Dronacharya took command of the Kaurava forces against the Pandavas. Duryodhana, the eldest of the Kaurava princes, commanded that Yudhishthira, the eldest of the Pandavas, be captured. Drona, the common guru of both the Pandavas and the Kauravas, was relieved that he would not be required to kill the Pandavas, whom he loved dearly. Despite launching a furious attack, Drona's attempts to capture Yudhishthira were thwarted by the opponent. When a dejected Duryodhana questioned Guru Drona's loyalty and motive, Drona made it clear that as long as Arjuna was not sent away from the battlefield, it was impossible to defeat Yudhishthira. Scheming to keep Arjuna away from Yudhishthira, a group of warriors succeeded in waylaying and luring him away from the battlefield on the 13th day. Drona arranged his army in an impregnable formation of the Chakravyuha, or wheel formation. Seeing this, Yudhishthira told Abhimanyu, the 16-year-old young but mighty son of Arjuna and Subhadra, to tear into the Chakravyuha. Yudhishthira was aware that only Abhimanyu knew how to penetrate the Chakravyuha. For while in the womb of his mother Subhadra, he had heard his father Arjuna explain how the Chakravyuha may be penetrated. However, as Subhadra fell asleep during the narration, Abhimanyu could not hear the means to emerge from the Chakravyuha. When Abhimanyu readily agreed to break into the Chakravyuha, Yudhishthira assured him that they would follow closely behind and protect him from danger. When young Abhimanyu penetrated through the Chakravyuha, closely followed by the Pandavas, Duryodhana's brother-in-law Jayadratha successfully prevented the Pandavas from being with Abhimanyu. Yet, undaunted by the mighty Kaurava forces, Abhimanyu fought valiantly and tore through the enemy. Enraged by the sight of warriors being felled by Abhimanyu at an incredible speed, Duryodhana rushed to confront the young boy, who appeared determined to annihilate the army completely. Defying the ethics of battle, a number of veteran warriors rushed to Duryodhana's aid and unitedly attacked Abhimanyu. Isolated and surrounded by warriors, the badly injured but undaunted Abhimanyu continued to fight his enemies till he fell to the joint assault of the Kauravas. Till today, Abhimanyu's death is remembered as the most tragic episode and the turning point in deciding the fate of the Battle of Mahabharata, which was eventually won by the Pandavas. The music has been composed by Guru Sri Ramahari Das, rhythm composed by Guru Sri Dhaneshwar Swami, notation by Guru Sri K. Ramarao Patra, script by Guru Sri Sadashiv Pradhan, dance choreography by Guru Sri Vichitrananda Swami. Dancers are from the Rudrakshya Foundation.
ଚକ୍ରବ୍ୟୁହ ଏହି ମହାସମରର ଏକ କ୍ଷୁଦ୍ର ଅଂଶ ମାତ୍ର, କିନ୍ତୁ ଏହାର ବକ୍ତବ୍ୟ ମହାନ। ଯୁଦ୍ଧର ତ୍ରୟୋଦଶ ଦିବସରେ ଯୁଧିଷ୍ଠିରଙ୍କୁ ବନ୍ଦୀ କରି ପାଣ୍ଡବଙ୍କୁ ପରାଜିତ କରିବା ନିମନ୍ତେ ଅର୍ଜୁନଙ୍କୁ ସଂସପ୍ତକ ପକ୍ଷାନ୍ତରେ ଜାଳନ୍ଧର ବ୍ୟୁହଭେଦ କରିବା ଲାଗି ଚକ୍ରବ୍ୟୁହ ରଚନା କରନ୍ତି ଗୁରୁ ଦ୍ରୋଣାଚାର୍ଯ୍ୟ। କାରଣ ଅର୍ଜୁନ ହିଁ କେବଳ ଚକ୍ରବ୍ୟୁହ ଭେଦ କରିବାର ବୃତ୍ତାନ୍ତ ଜାଣିଥିଲେ ଏବଂ ଜାଣିଥିଲେ ଅଭିମନ୍ୟୁ ମାତୃଗର୍ଭରେ ଥିବା ସମୟରେ। କିନ୍ତୁ ତନ୍ମଧ୍ୟରୁ ନିଷ୍କ୍ରାନ୍ତ ହେବାର ଉପାୟ ଜାଣିବା ପୂର୍ବରୁ ମାତା ସୁଭଦ୍ରା ନିଦ୍ରାଭିଭୂତା ହେଲେ। ଫଳରେ ଅଭିମନ୍ୟୁ ଚକ୍ରବ୍ୟୁହ ଭେଦ କଲେ ସତ, କିନ୍ତୁ ନିଷ୍କ୍ରାନ୍ତ ହେବା ପୂର୍ବରୁ ସପ୍ତରଥୀଙ୍କର ମିଳିତ ଆକ୍ରମଣରେ ନିହତ ହେଲେ। ଚକ୍ରବ୍ୟୁହ ଚକ୍ରବ୍ୟୁହ।
চক্রব্যূহ সমর প্রাঙ্গণে কালী প্রাতের দেবী চক্রব্যূহ সমর প্রাঙ্গণে দেখিবি মু কে রখিব অধম পাণ্ডবে জলন্ধর রণে দেখিবি মু কে রখিব অধম অন্তর্যামী তুমি অন্তর্যামী তেরো দশর জনীর হইলে প্রভাত তেরো দশর জনীর হইলে প্রভাত রচনা করিবে পিউহ ভরদ্বাজ সুত রচনা করিবে পিউহ ভরদ্বাজ সুত তুমি অন্তর্যামী তুমি অন্তর্যামী তুমি অন্তর্যামী সে বিহর নাম অটে চক্রব্যূহ জান সে বিহর নাম অটে চক্রব্যূহ জান ভেদিବାକୁ ସେ ବ୍ୟୁହକୁ ଅର୍ଜୁନ ସୁଜାଣ ଭେଦିବାକୁ ସେ ବ୍ୟୁହକୁ ଅର୍ଜୁନ ସୁଜାଣ ତୁମେ ଅନ୍ତର୍ଯାମୀ ତୁମେ ଅନ୍ତର୍ଯାମୀ ତୁମେ ଅନ୍ତର୍ଯାମୀ ତୁମେ ଅନ୍ତର୍ଯାମୀ ତୁମେ ଅନ୍ତର୍ଯାମୀ ତୁମେ ଅନ୍ତର୍ଯାମୀ অর্জুন জীব যেবে জালন্ধর ভেদি অর্জুন জীব যেবে জালন্ধর ভেদি পাণ্ডবে রখিব কিয়ে সে কার্য সম্পাদী পাণ্ডবে রখিব কিয়ে সে কার্য সম্পাদী পাণ্ডবে রখিব কিয়ে সে কার্য সম্পাদী তুমি অন্তর্যামী তুমি অন্তর্যামী তুমি অন্তর্যামী তুমি অন্তর্যামী তুমি অন্তর্যামী তুমি যুধিষ্ঠির আগে উভা সুভদ্রা তনয় বিহ ভেদিବାକୁ ଅଛି ମୋଠାରେ ଉପାୟ
হিলি যেবে জননী জঠর হিলি যেবে জননী জঠর তাত মাতে କହୁଥାନ୍ତି ଯୁଦ୍ଧର ଖବର ତାତ ମାତେ କହୁଥାନ୍ତି ଯୁଦ୍ଧର ଖବର হিলি যেবে জননী জঠর হিলি যেবে জননী জঠর চক্রব্যূহ ভেদিবার জানিছি কৌশল চক্রব্যূহ ভেদিবার জানিছি কৌশল অধীর নহুয় তত অধীর নহুয় তত জীবি যুদ্ধ স্থল অচিরে ভেদিবি জাণ চক্রব্যূহ জাল অচিরে ভেদিবি
যশস্বী হেবা আশিষ দিউছি মুতোতে যশস্বী হেবা আশিষ ସମସ୍ତ ରଥୀଙ୍କୁ ମୋର ଏହି ନିବେଦନ, ଯୁଦ୍ଧର ନିୟମ ଭୁଲି ଏ ଅଧମ ଉଦ୍ଧତ ବାଳକେ ସର୍ବେ ମିଳି କର ଆକ୍ରମଣ। ଘେର ଘେର ମାର ମାର ଦୁରାଚାର ଅଧମ ଛାରକୁ, ଘେର ଘେର ମାର ମାର ଦୁରାଚାର ଅଧମ ଛାରକୁ, କର କର ଅଭିଚାର ଶିଶୁ ଛାର ପଶେ ସମରକୁ, ଶିଶୁ ଛାର ପଶେ ସମରକୁ, ଶିଶୁ ଛାର ପଶେ ସମରକୁ।
Let's hear it again for them. At the beginning of the performance, I couldn't pronounce the word properly, but now I know it's Chakravyuha. We heard it enough times in the song, and the dancers were telling me it's such a great analogy for the labyrinth of our lives, this battle formation that's so easy to go into, but so difficult to get out of, just like our lives, the things that we get into on a daily basis, how easy that is to do. So their illustration of the dance and the meaning is what's so pivotal for us to take away from tonight, that our beautiful, ancient, but yet so relevant way of life reminds us time and time again of our true purpose here on earth. And now I would like to introduce the woman that we've all been waiting for all evening to grace us with her presence. I can't say enough words, Vasanti Dasi can't say enough words, we can't say enough, but you can feel her divine presence when you are around her, her loving embrace, and her gentle way of reminding you to stay the path, whatever path you are on. And it's been an honor to be in her presence, so I would like to introduce to you, without further ado, Samarani Dasi.
Ajnanam timirandasya Jnananjana salakaya Chaksurunmilitam yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. I was born in the darkness of ignorance, but my spiritual master opened my eyes with the torchlight of knowledge. He's my Lord, birth after birth. I would have come up here with more self-confidence, except when I see those dancers, I feel, what can I say that's not completely boring after the excitement that they created, showing that the spiritual world is not void, this material world is void, just dead matter, and that the spiritual world is full of form and beauty and color and pastimes. Seeing every one of them is uniquely beautiful, every one of them had unique smiles or anger or heroism, and together they were a perfect symphony. So unity in variety, which showed me, I was so excited, elevated to another platform just watching them, that we're all different. We all have diverse talents, skills, strengths, and weaknesses, but when we work together in the service of the Lord, then that's perfect symphony, perfect harmony, and perfect beauty and perfect power. Just like parts of a machine that are just parts, like a screw or what else are some parts of the machine? A nail and a knob. So alone, each of those parts is worth a couple of cents, but working together in the machine, they become invaluable. Each one is part of the machine. So when we work together in the service of Krishna, as we see in this brilliant 4 dances of the Rudrakshya institution of powerful young men, we see how valuable it is to work together in the service of the Lord. So Frida asked me to speak a few words of how I was inspired by our Srila Prabhupada to begin this bhakti path. Before I met him, or up to the point I met him, I was just a normal, everyday, non-devotee, sinful, engaged in all varieties of sinful activities, and on my way to the lower species of life. Then when I met him, everything was completely transformed by his love, his power of impregnation. Like when I speak, I give information. When he speaks, he gives impregnation. His words transformed. So when I first met him, I was actually on LSD. And the first question I asked him was, can I just stay on this LSD forever and be on this high? And he said, no, it is material and therefore it is temporary. We are eternal and everything around us is temporary. So then he was so encouraging, even though my first few paintings were just like a 5-year-old. still he was so encouraging and so empowering that he said, who can see this and say this is not God? And I was so encouraged, like a little child. I thought, yes, I don't know if I can ever paint one so good as this, but I'll sure try for this great transcendental personality who loves me so much. So it was his love that was transformational. Then he would also use me in analogies that he would give at his first temple at 26 2nd Avenue in New York City. He was trying to show how Krishna can create millions of universes and still not get less. He said the sun has been creating so much energy for so much life in so many planets for so many millions and billions of years, but the sun doesn't get less. And he said about me that she is painting so many pictures, but she doesn't get less. So he always made me feel vital to his movement, even though I was always nothing. He made me feel vital, that made me feel empowered. And then when we wanted to do like socially good things, like at that time back in the late 60s, there was a war going on in Vietnam, and so many youngsters, young men, were being sent off to war without any training, like these Kshatriyas, Arjun, Yudhisthira, Abhimanyu. But these boys in America were trained to be Sudras, and they were sent out to war just to be killed for some men's money. So one of the students was hiding. He was drafted, but he was hiding in the sanctuary of Boston University, and the other students were picketing around the outskirts of the sanctuary. So we wanted to show that the Hare Krishna devotees are good people. So we wrote to Prabhupada and asked him if we could picket with the picketers against the war. So this is just one of the many examples of Srila Prabhupada's transformational, powerful words. He said there's no difference between the warmongers, he wrote me in a letter, no difference between the warmongers and the peacemongers, because they both want peace or war for their own sense gratification. Krishna is the order giver. Man mana bhava mad bhakto majaji mam namaskaru. Surrender to me, become my devotee, offer your obeisances to me, thus you'll come to me, I promise you this, because you're my very dear friend. But Prabhupada wrote us that both the peacemongers and the warmongers are on the same side. They want God to be their order supplier, not their order giver. So he said, if you want to go to where they're picketing, go. But bring back to Godhead magazines. Don't picket. Distribute back to Godhead magazines. So like my illustrious God brother Ramchandra Prabhu just said, the spiritual world is coming into the material world and inviting us to go back to our home, back to Godhead, through the literature. And then the literature is turning into the art. The literature is turning into the prasadam, transcendental food offered to Krishna with ancient Vedic mantras and love and devotion. The scriptures are turning into these beautiful dances. So this is the power, and Prabhupada encouraged me so much. He said that this art, which you'll see in the back, and the devotees will show you all the pictures and their meanings and their power. So Prabhupada told me that these paintings, based on scripture, they are windows to the spiritual world, and they will be like the rain after the drought of mundane art. He said Krishna's philosophy must be illustrated, but it must be illustrated according to the parampara revelation of the absolute truth, not speculation, not making it up, not using artist's imagination, and then it has power. He also said that in the beginning she could not paint, but by the process of hearing and chanting about Krishna and remembering Krishna, the talent has come out. And he also wrote us that anyone who sees these pictures, they will become devotees, and that is our aim. Then when I met my Shiksha Guru, my instructing spiritual master, Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj, he also spoke about the power of the art. He said even you can give these most confidential pastimes through the art to butchers, meat eaters, the greatest sinners, and they'll all get sukritis and sanskars, impressions on the heart, good spiritual pious merits, so that one day they'll be able to surrender to pure devotees. And he wanted the art, he said, I want them flood this world with these pictures. So that's why we have that as our aim and objective, to follow his order. We have no independent desire, but our only desire is to carry out the orders of our Shiksha and Diksha Gurus and the whole Guru Varga going back to Krishna. And that, even though we're just little tiny screws and nails, we become invaluable. Just like these lights, the lights, because they're tightly screwed in to the powerhouse of electricity, the lights are very brilliant. If they were loosely connected, we wouldn't get any illumination. But because they're tight, they illuminate everywhere. So we want to be tightly connected to our spiritual masters in the service of Krishna, whatever talent we have, whatever ability, facility we have, and then we can illuminate everywhere. Thank you so much. I'm so honored that you came. We all have so much love for you all. You're very kind, merciful to have come here and participated in the Sankirtan movement tonight. Thank you to Farida and all the managers of this beautiful South Florida temple for making the facility. Thank you to Dr. Pandey, Dr. Prem, and all of you for your loving participation. Gaur Premanandi, Radhe Radhe, Dhanyavad.